What's going on, fam? It's your boy Mozy here with another episode of Mozy Reacts. On today's episode of Mozy Reacts, I have episode 11 of YuYu Hakusho. But before I get into today's episode, I do want to give a thank you to you guys for sticking around and watching these reactions. It does mean a lot to me. And if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing and joining the family and helping the channel grow. And as always, this is not a market substitute. You should always support the official release.
If you say you give up, I'll let you live.
You don't seem to have
I'm not really sure how Yusuke is gonna beat this guy with this headgear. Oh, we have the amazing soundtrack coming in, so he has to trick the guy somehow, right? Because he can't see.
Acting with reckless arrogance that only a kid could have. You probably think you're invincible.
Pot calling the kettle black. Okay, so maybe Yusuke can do that. Like, no, that won't work. I was gonna say Yusuke could try to mask his spirit energy, but then he still wouldn't be able to tell where that guy's at.
He could win if he could see.
Right. I know he can win if he can see, but the question is, how can he see? Like, I know his spirit gun creates like a light. Hey, there you go. Now shoot him in the gut real quick. Just pop, pop.
I wasn't a master in every style of martial art, including grappling.
Of course he's a master. Is this Rando? No, there's no way this is Rando, because Rando wouldn't have to use that equipment, right?
When he's far away, he can't see.
Well, I just saw Yusuke spit up blood, so this must be like, I must have watched edited on TV, because I never remember blood in Yusuke.
But that's still impossible. He'd never be able to make an exact hit.
Please.
So he's gonna have to let the guy get close to him, kind of beat on him. But even then, the guy knows. Ooh, here we go.
Vocal vibrations, but surrender has such a nice sound.
Then say it yourself. I'm winning this fight.
Don't you think it's a little too late in the fight for you to bluff?
I'm still so confused how he's gonna be able to win. Like, he has to save his spirit gun for the hit, so he can't use it as the light. All I can think is Yusuke's gonna have to have fast reflexes and try to get like a headshot when the guy's about to hit him. So he's thinking the same thing I was.
Your body is shaking with fear.
Did he always? There you go, Yusuke. That's what I was. Nice job. All you had to do is wait for him to get close and get that one shot off. And has he always held his spirit gun like this? I always thought it was like a...
I don't understand what happened.
What?
What is that thing? You tracked me down with that?
That's right.
Where did that
The
come
cigarette
from?
Genkai was smoking.
Ah, what? It stayed lit that whole entire time and he happened to find it?
While you were busy teaching me your stupid kung fu moves, I slipped it under your belt.
Smart, Yusuke.
Well, hell, you know the rest.
You tricked me.
Yeah, well, of course I did. And
I don't think it was necessarily a trick, but I feel like, I don't know.
The dimwit.
Hey, where'd you learn to be so tricky anyway?
It's probably from.
It's not tricky. Why is it a trick? There was no trick involved. It's just weird that,
That's my spirit gun.
you know, like,
It's like this big
it survived through Genkai tossing it and the whole fighting.
And I've got a sword. Don't you think we're cheating?
Let's start the semifinals.
Okay, so Rando has to be the monk, or that little psychic guy. There's no way the guy with the
I've waited for this.
Yeah, there's no way that guy is rando. No way.
Chance to breathe, okay?
Like, why couldn't Yusuke, when the guy was running at him and talking, Yusuke couldn't have heard any of that and then turned around at the last second and shot him? That would have been a trick, being like, I don't know where the guy is, and then turning around being like, I know where you are. That's a trick. But putting a cigarette on the dude is not a trick. That's all plot right there.
And don't forget that one of those fighters might be random.
I'm seeing things here I never wanted to see. Oh, please, someone take me home.
On this hillside.
How strong is Kuwabara's spirit awareness? Because like he was able to tell like that guy in the last match was wearing a helmet, but Yusuke couldn't.
Excellent. Their energy is circulating through me now.
I'm feeling some of my power coming back, but there's no way it's enough to use my spirit gun.
So if he can't use a spirit gun against this guy, okay, that's one thing. But how is he going to be able to fight Randall with no spirit gun? He's going to rely on Kuwabara's sword? How are we already halfway through the episode? I feel like I've been watching for like 5 minutes.
What a shame for you. Everyone knows Kibano would have defeated you if not for your little trick. And as for my own advantage, well,
Not for his little trick. I don't know why it's annoying me that they keep calling it a trick, because it wasn't a trick. It was a good strategy, but he didn't trick him or anything.
This battle is looking far from pleasant for Yusuke. Can't you see I'm busy? Hello, you've reached the desk of...
Why are they just sitting there not moving in the bag? They're all just sitting there with their mouse.
Talk to you later if you're of any importance. Please leave a message after the
Like
beep.
what?
Beep.
They're still not moving. But so they're in the spirit world. So when you die, do you turn into an ogre, or ogres just run the spirit world, or how do ogres and spirit world come together?
Quiet, sir. The fight started.
I will say this though, Yusuke can take a licking, that's for sure.
I'm surprised to find someone else in this contest who can use the spirit firing technique.
Yeah, I'm pretty awesome.
Oh, that's right. He had like this. He had like a giant wave, right? I know this is just because it's an anime, but like, why is this guy taking his time with Yusuke if he can just win it with one blow? Ooh.
Oh, perfect.
What the? That would have
Did-
finished me if I
how
hadn't
do you-
dodged it.
Did he graze him?
I can't get that close.
It looked like he completely missed.
Guess I'll have to fight long distance.
So, does he consider those shuriken or ninja stars?
Shuriken throwing knives.
Shuriken.
I'm not too weak to dodge. Hello? I was expecting a more shocked reaction. Did you not
Are they
just see me
boomerangs?
charge your toys?
Because he's just standing there.
Not quite.
Those things are
I think the creator of Naruto was inspired by this show, because these now remind me of that one magnetic dude from Naruto who could throw like magnetic things and it would follow the person around.
Actually, they lock on a person's spirit energy.
So all I can think at this point is Yusuke needs to like try to, if these are like locked on, I'm guessing it's gonna be like missiles where he has to get them to like hit a tree and stick. Actually, if I was just Yusuke, I would run at Hanzo, and at the last second moves how they hit Hanzo.
All right.
Going with my tree idea, I see. Okay, they're exploding.
To mention the gunpowder stored in the tip of every blade.
Ah, okay. Don't get hit by those.
Even if you dodge the blade, you can't avoid the explosion.
The same then just goes for Hanzo then, right? He can't dodge the blast either. So if Yusuke runs right next to him and a shuriken hits, they would both get caught in the blast, right?
Yusuke is lost.
So Yusuke's tired, has no spirit gun. Good luck.
Explosion worth something.
Look at Kuwabara's eyes.
Listen to me, Kuwabara! You have to win the tournament now!
What?
That's funny.
Prepared for the ultimate sacrifice.
Okay, that was such weird angles, because I could have swore he's running at Kuwabara, which was away from Hanzo, so now he's running at Hanzo.
Try whatever you want, Ninja, but I'm taking you with me. Sorry.
Okay, so he's going with hey, if the blast hits, we both can't dodge the blast, so that's good. Because my tree plan didn't work out.
What the? He disappeared.
No, he probably is up in the air. He jumped. Interesting.
He's gone.
Yusuke!
Right.
Hello?
Like the
Urameshi!
even the shurikens were like kept going towards Hondo. They didn't even change directory, so they like completely lost Yusuke's spirit trace or whatever.
If he could turn invisible, he jumped really high. It hasn't come down yet or something.
That's what I thought, but I was like, it's been too long.
Pretty clever.
There was a giant like puddle there that was literally like 5 feet tall. What?
Are you trying to tell me the whole thing was an accident?
That is plot and a half. You're telling me Yusuke was running at the guy and just happened to step on a giant sinkhole that was as tall as him?
It isn't fair.
He's got
I have to agree, because look, there's grass, solid grass all around except for where Yusuke was. Plot.
We figured it out.
Yep. I didn't call it from the beginning, but after a couple people were eliminated, it was pretty easy to tell it was him.
It's not hard to guess. Kuwabara versus Shorin.
So did Rando choose that form because it looks innocent and he could then sneak around more easily? I don't think that's right. More easily. So he can move around easily. Or... Oh, is that what Rando looks like underneath? That guy's creepy. Alrighty, well that was it for episode 11 of YuYu Hakusho, and that episode went by so quick. And honestly, I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, I don't know, it just kind of felt fillerish. I know it obviously wasn't because we got 2 battles in it, but still, it just, I don't know, just Yusuke, just that whole cigarette thing and then him falling into a puddle. It's just like, what are the chances of that? It just seems like plot right there. They didn't know how to get Yusuke out of the situation, so they just came up with something random. Like, I don't know, it's just Genkai flicked her cigarette, which normally that would, and then it hit the ground. Normally if someone does that, their cigarette's out. Well, then that whole time when Yusuke was battling that guy, the cigarette never once went out. And then Yusuke just so happens to find it and is able to pick it up and then place it on the dude's waistband, and it still, the ash never fell out and it stayed lit. Plot. And then you're gonna tell me, like, they showed that they zoomed out and I saw grass and trees all around and I see one puddle, and that one puddle Yusuke just happens to run over, and it just so happens to be as tall as he is, so he completely disappears. I feel like they could have written a better fight. That just seems like plot to me. It just seems lazy. I don't know. But I mean, so now we know who Rando is, though. Since Yusuke beat Hanzo, Kuwabara obviously has to face Rando next, which means Kuwabara is probably going to lose because it's going to have to be Yusuke versus Rando. That's just how the anime is going to work. So Kuwabara unfortunately has to lose. How badly he's going to lose will be the question. And then how is Yusuke going to beat Rando if he's now fought in 2 battles and has no spirit gun? Not sure how he's going to win. But we'll see. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this reaction with me. It's been real. It's been fun. I'm not going to say it's been real fun, but it's been... We're here. It is what it is. But hey, later on, guys. Have a good one.